Now, what I actually wanted to talk about today was if you actually do want to fix your life in some way, understand that it's not going to happen overnight. If you want to make yourself feel useful, just learn how to use your fucking brain, man. Learn how to use literally just learn how to use your brain. It's not that fucking it's really not that difficult, right? And I'll tell you why. Because most people do not even have a daily planner in any form. They don't even like a sticky note that they write down the things they're going to do that day or the things that they've done that day. They don't do it. And then they wallow and they're like, "Oh, I'm not I'm not accomplishing anything anymore. Like I'm not doing anything. Like I'm just using like you wish it were that easy." Is it that difficult for you right now on your smartphone or your laptop, or you find a book or something and a pen and just sit down, like right this minute, as you're listening to this video, just sit down, if you don't already have a journal, and write down 5 things you did today that were beneficial to you, right? I hope those words are not ambiguous. I'm talking about maybe health wise, maybe, you learned something different, maybe you accomplished something you were trying to accomplish before, right? Or maybe you read some, things that build you up in a positive way, right? That is what I mean when I say that. Things that are beneficial, things that build you up sustainably in a positive way. Maybe you didn't drink as much alcohol that day or smoke as much weed as you did yesterday. Maybe you actually went for a walk. Maybe you took a dump. I don't know. Like, like some people take like 4 or 5 days before they take a dump, and that's just wild to me. But, you know, did you brush your teeth today? Did you brush your teeth yesterday? Did you drink water? Right? This is what I mean when I say, like, these things are treated as such, they're treated as a given. They're just like, ugh, right? And I'm not here saying like fucking water is gonna cure like cancer or something. But if you're trying to really build yourself, if you're really trying to help yourself, which I don't like, I would like to think a lot of people want to help themselves, right? If somebody can actually tell me they don't want to help themselves, they're beyond my help, honestly. But if you actually want to help yourself and to see progress and growth in your own life, you need to write things down. You need to write them down. I have several notebooks full of just absolute garbage I can't even understand sometimes, but when I look at it, I could remember my mind state at that time. That's invaluable to me. It's priceless. And even now, I do have a daily planner, and like when I feel like I haven't done anything that day, I just note things down, and I'm like, okay, now if it's things that I would consider these upkeep things, like maybe brushing your teeth, taking a shower, right? Uh, having a decent meal if you can. God damn it, I'm here having to check my privilege again. You know, if you can't do these things that I'm saying, do something else, because I want what I'm saying to apply to anyone anywhere. Even if you can't write it down, just speak it to yourself. Just say, today I did this. Number one, today I uh ate broccoli. Number two, I ate fucking, I don't know, like cauliflower. Number three, I shined my shoes. Stuff like that. If you can't even record it, if you can't record it, if you can't write it down, just have a way to make these mental notes for yourself, right? The more you do it, in fact, you don't even need to write it down at some point. The more you do it every day, it'll just become a pattern to you, right? if you actually do want to if you want you yourself to take control of your mind and nobody else, then you have to do it. You have to take control of your own mind, because so many people's minds aren't even their own right now. They're literally fucking zombies. That's why you can't even relate to them. Why are you trying to, why the fuck, I deeply pity so many people. And I understand that because they haven't gotten to the stage of the stage of mental just exposure that I've had, right? I'd call it exposure. It's not like knowledge or anything. It's simply exposure, right? We're all exposed to different things. Even the few friends that I still talk to are in the same fucking state of mind. Like, you know, they see bullshit for what it is. And we make excuses to ourselves to continue in participating in it. But we know it's there, and we know it's wrong. And we do stop. We do try and stop, right? But again, as long as you understand that it's you that is preventing you from stopping what is it is you're trying to achieve, that's like a first step. That's a first obstacle moved across, right? The moment you stop making prepackaged excuses for yourself from wherever you might get them, from the media, from whatever echo chamber you're living, from yourself, you will realize that all this negativity you harbor is not going to help anyone, least of all you. If you just spoke out what you did or wrote down what you did for even a month, I guarantee you your life will be that much more efficient for you by far. I'm not saying it's gonna like improve, like you're fucking gonna get like $100 million tomorrow or whatever. This, please, if it's like a social media detox or a fucking sugar detox or a coffee detox you need to do to get this instant gratification lifestyle out of your head, do it. Do it. Because that is the biggest fucking lie that so many people are invested in. This shit's not going to happen in 2 weeks. This shit's not going to improve in 2 fucking weeks or 4 weeks, right? If you want to get down to a certain weight, that shit's not going to happen in a fucking month. I'm sorry. Especially if you're overweight or obese, it's not going to happen just like that. And you wouldn't even want it to. Because you have to maintain a certain weight, right? To me, I say if you're if you're at a weight where you could lose 10 kgs or gain 10 kgs and still be functional and healthy enough, I'd say that's a decent weight. I know it doesn't make sense, but let's say if you're at a weight where if you gained like if you're at a weight where, let's say, I'd say 10 kgs overweight is not too much overweight, and you can lose that 10 kgs in about 3 months quite easily, right? Or 10 kgs. Now, 10 kgs underweight, that's pretty dangerous, right? But at the same time, because of how our bodies are, you have to have like this healthy range for you. Like personally, I understand. I know exactly how heavy how light I'm willing to go. Light, right? Which is not light for a lot of other people. But I've played like sports. I've gone to the gym for like since I was 15, right? In fact, no, in fact, sports. I've played soccer since I was like 10, right? I was a fat fucking kid. But then once I started high school and we had a gym and it was the most basic gym And yet every fucking lunchtime, I went by myself and walked out, and it was such a fulfilling uh, task, right? I was gonna say exercise again, but it was such a fulfilling task. Every day, I went to the gym, worked out, and I was like, yeah, I feel good. Till after a while, the piece of shit fucking classmates I had even noticed themselves, and they were like, wow, man, you're fucking buff now. Like, I at that point, I didn't even care about their fucking opinions. But like, you know, when you stop making those changes yourself, people will start noticing on your behalf. You won't even notice, but you'll see yourself developing and becoming a more fulfilled person, right? I don't use terms like the best version of yourself, like living in your truth. These are disgusting lies, man. Like if you see the people talking about this shit, these people are fucking. Oh man, I don't know. See, me, I hate people who have this false sincerity towards really people who are really deeply in need. So they tell them exactly what they want to hear. I fucking hate them. That's why I hate these false spiritual types more than these. Don't get me wrong. I hate these fake ass faith healers as well. Disgusting ass pieces of shit. I fucking hate them. I really do. I really do. These fake spiritualists who come and tell you about how you're a fucking ancient Roman warrior and you need to reclaim your crown or some shit. I hate them just as much. That's why I say, like, I choose the words that I use very carefully because I would like to believe that they're not words that you can easily spin to your own desire. You can get fulfillment in this life. For all the suffering that there is fucking here, right? At the very least, if you committed to not bringing another child here, that is like the baseline, right? But for you to get that fulfillment in life, it's there. It is literally there. And you know, getting those mental barriers out of your fucking way it's there. And because we have valued so many different things in this life that have no value at all, we don't even know where to begin. This is why it's even so difficult for me to even to explain what the fuck I'm even talking about. I mean, I personally know I value my peace and quiet and solitude. Those three things I will not compromise on. I won't. Not for any. Don't care how fat the ass is. I don't care how pretty a girl is. I don't care how fucking. I don't care if I'm like. I'll fucking hell. I don't care if it's even being paid. You know, we have to sell our souls to get paid in this fucking existence, one way or another, right? We do. Money is nothing but a representation of souls. But even then, there's only so much money that I will accept because I know I know how to live in my means, and I do. Right? Live by your fucking means. I'm pretty sure they teach that in the Bible. I'm pretty sure they teach that, and I wish they would keep teaching people that. But no, you have billionaire preachers telling people that they can also be incredibly fucking wealthy beyond their wildest dreams, and heaven is full of mansions and workers who will tend to your gardens, and yet Jesus constantly preached against wealth and the wealthy and the establishment. What the hell, man? Like, even if the Bible itself was written by a demon or inspired by a demon, we've now inverted the demonic narrative to be even more demonic. Crazy shit. Fucking crazy. This is like, you know, demons are fucking hanging it up. Like, yo, humans have beaten us at our own game. Because what the fuck? What the fuck is this at this point? Really, what is this? What the hell are we doing at this point? It's like we're taking evil's space and just creating all these kinds of new evils that have never even Like the evil itself cannot even comprehend. And it's just us making more and more fucking excuses and obstacles and not only that, but shoving them in front of other people as well. This is why I'm so triggered by stupidity. I'm so fucking triggered. And there's so many stupid people, especially the fucking educated ones, especially the ones that go to uni. Some of the stupidest people I've ever met. I'm so triggered by stupidity, especially when they double down on their stupidity. Oh, man. Oh, man. But you can help yourself, right? Without having to buy fucking self-help books. I've just told you how, right? You know, just think about it. If you saw somebody in need, just picture yourself as somebody else in need on the fucking street holding a sign up. How would you help that person? Now, everything you've just thought about how to help that person, do it for your fucking self. That's what I mean, right? We know how to solve everybody else's problems except our own, and our own aren't even the hardest ones to solve. I hope this at least will chip away at that doomerism industrial complex that seems to be just building up every fucking day. Cause I gotta tell you, this is one of the stupidest things that is coming out in this fucking culture, and it really triggers me, like insanely so. But yeah, I think that's my rant of the day. So thanks so much for listening, guys.